Hi harmonica players, it's Dre Van Allen and I'm here with lesson number 14 on February 24th, a Friday evening. And thank you, first of all, to all the new subscribers, and it makes me so happy just that you chose me to help you with the harmonica. It is such a privilege. Thank you. I have a few things for you, obviously, or else I wouldn't be sitting here talking. Or maybe I would, because I talk. I want to answer some questions, and then I'm going to go over some different bends that we haven't done. We've done the 4-hole draw bend, and that's it so far. So, excuse me, my lip freaking split in multiple places, and it hurts so bad, so I have to keep lubing my lips up with chapstick. Anyways, I'm going to answer some questions, and then I'm going to go over the 5-hole quarter bend on the draw, and then the 6-hole draw bends. So far we've only done the 4-hole draw bend, and I told you guys to get a new harmonica, a D, the key of D, so we could do some song copying. And then when I was going through the song, I realized there's a couple bends in there that we haven't talked about. So I want to go over that first so you have a shot at it, and then I'll dig into the song, or at least show you the process a little bit. Sorry, there's also a bug flying around in here. I'll show you the process a little bit of what I do to learn songs. So first of all, the first question being, what kind of amplifier do I use? Well, here is my amplifier, and I'm going to grab it for you. It's a 1955 Valco Supro amp, and I'm thrilled with it. I love it. I had a replica first, a boutique amp, which was twice the cost of this, and I really scored getting this. I got it from a banjo player because I like to play bluegrass, and I went to a pick and then an after pick, and I was like, what is that? What do I think it is? And I was just in love and sat with it next to it on a table 2 weeks in a row, and he finally agreed to sell it to me at cost, and I said yes. I'm like, I'll figure out how to get the money for that. And I ended up, the boutique one I had was twice the cost, so I ended up pawning that a few months ago when I really needed money when I was traveling. So yeah, I'm going to go grab it for you real quick. Show you. So here it is. Here's the front. 1955. Oh, it's an amazing condition. She sounds so sweet. I would play it for you right now, but I don't want to wake up everyone since this isn't my house, and I'm under the good grace of others for letting me stay here. So I don't want to be inappropriate. But as you can see, there's 3 inputs. There's 2 for instrument and microphone. You could really, for the harmonica, you could put it in any one. I always use the microphone one because it seems to be louder, more powerful. And then there's only a volume and a tone knob, and then the on and off switch. And this is a fuse. You see inside there a bit. You see the tubes. Speaker. I will do a lesson where I actually plug in and show you my microphones and this amp and an effects pedal I use sometimes, and just have probably a few lessons on that eventually, because I know that's a big thing. It was for me, especially when I started getting better. I wanted to dig in to amplified blues. I actually just recently started doing amplified stuff. I played all acoustic blues for the first 4.5 years, and I got enough money for an amp 1 year, and then I had to save a whole nother year for the mic, which is broken right now. And thank you to Kim White. I just sent it off to him today. He's agreed to fix it for me for free, and thank you so much. It means the world to me. And I'm going to send you a signed copy of my first CD whenever that happens. Yeah, so I love this amp. If you can't tell how thrilled I am, I will probably die with it. I will never sell this. If it's gone, then someone will have had to have stolen it from me, and then I will be on the hunt for it. Okay, I'm gonna go put it back real quick. Check out the coolest pants in the world. Yep. I think they're pretty cool. Okay, so that's my amp, and I will plug in and show you guys that. There is a couple videos on YouTube already of me playing the amp, if you want to check it out prematurely. Yeah. If you can get your hands on one of these babies, do so. This is the only amp I have right now. Well, actually, I have this little cigar box amp too that I like to play busking. The belt buckle over it, and it takes a 9-volt battery. And yeah, I got it for 75 bucks at a music festival in Netherlands, Colorado, and I like it. It's cool. I'll show you that sometime too, when it's not late, or I finally have found a home. I'm not going to go into that. I talk too much about my personal life. I'm going to try not to do that. The next question is, I've had a few people send me specific songs that they want me to play along to and make videos of. Maybe in the future, but as for right now, I have so much on my list and so much to do, and I am learning so many songs that I'll show you my little list. Just a little glance. This is all of the songs I'm working on right now, and I have a whole book that's not even on here. So maybe eventually I will be able to do that, and maybe I'll surprise you sometime and do it. But right now, it's just not going to happen anytime really soon. But I wanted to acknowledge your requests and thank you for wanting me to play along to your music and your sister's music and family or whoever it was again. I actually forgot, so I'm sorry. And I also got a request to start to cover, I've done the major scale and a partial blues scale, to do the pentatonic scale. And yes, that's on my list, and in the different positions as well. But first we have to go over some bending, specifically the 3-hole draw full step bend, which is in the pentatonic scale. Cross harp that I would like to show you guys. So first we got to cover some bending. So let's just dig into that. I don't want to just go right to the 3-hole either, if I haven't shown you the 6-hole draw bend. I showed you what is considered the easiest bend, which is the 4-hole draw bend, from D to D flat on C harmonica. So the next easiest one is known to be the 6-hole draw bend, and the 5-hole quarter bend, which is not actually notated in music, but you do get an inflection, and you could use it to get some cool bluesy effects. So I'm going to go over those today, and then do the 3-hole draw bend next. And yeah, you need to know these bends so you can do a lot of stuff and a lot of songs. So let's dig in. I have a C harmonica again, and we did the 4-hole draw bend. So if we do that first, and I just want you to reiterate with the 4-hole draw bend, because you'll see where I'm going with this. Close your eyes and do the 4-hole draw bend, either bent or with your tongue, whichever way that you're doing it, whatever you're comfortable with. We're just going to try to get the bend. It may be easier for you to get bends puckering first. That's how I learned, and then I started about a year ago trying to learn how to do the tongue blocked ones. So let's close our eyes and do the 4-hole draw bend. And when you're closing your eyes, I want you to think of what your tongue is doing, and if you could feel the air hitting your tongue in a certain spot, I can. This is how I've learned how to do it and really think about it. Your tongue is like this, and your teeth are like this, like the bottom of your mouth teeth, and your tongue's flat, and then when you bend, you're going up. Now, if you notice, that air is hitting your tongue in certain spots. Like, okay, just try to pretend like these teeth are still here, and this is just the tongue. It's flat. Your air is coming in. You're bending, but the air is specifically like hitting here. Or for other bends, it's like hitting up here. So think about that. This is your airflow. It's like, and that's how you know without just your ear, you could feel when it's right. And the muscle memory, even if muscle memory, people say that it's not really a thing, but it's still a term we use to kind of explain what's going on. So let's do the four-wheel draw in. And for me, I feel like it's hitting right at the tip, like, oh gosh, this is an awesome lesson. I have no idea if this is going to work for you guys. So it's hitting kind of closely. In the middle. Almost the tip, but not quite. If you've ever had your tongue pierced, it's about the spot where they would do that. I had my tongue pierced before, that's why I said that. Okay, so where I'm going with this is, so if you can recognize with your eyes closed where the four-hole draw bend is happening with the air and what's going on with your tongue, how much it's humping. Now let's go to the six-hole draw bend, and this is from the A to the A flat. And the reason I'm saying the notes is because you should eventually know them, and I'm still in the process of memorizing them all. But it can also help you get the right pitches. If you're not sure, you can get a piano and go from A to A flat, a guitar, you can get a tuner out, so on and so forth. So, six-hole draw, natural. Right. So it's A to A flat. And this is actually hitting, for me, almost where the four-hole draw is, but ever so slightly forward. So if the air is hitting your tongue, for the four-hole draw, for the six-hole draw, so is the four. Oh my gosh. Okay. Another way to think of it is, I think I said go like E-oo for the four-hole natural to four-hole draw bend as like a mnemonic device to get you there and kind of trick you into bending. It might even sound you like ee-oo, ee-oo. Now let's do the six-hole draw bend. It's almost like e-ew. Not e-oo, but ew. Like, ew, that's gross. I don't know if this is, I guess this could be the problem with improvising everything. Well, I kind of was like, oh, I'm going to teach how to, you know, six-hole draw bend. And just go for it. But I knew what I was going to talk about, but yeah. So, if you reference the 4-hole draw bend lesson I did, forget which lesson it is, but it's there. And I will try to put a link in the video. I'm learning how to put these links. It's like, click there. So I'll try to do that to this lesson. So it's E-ew, E-ew, E-ew. And then the other one's like E-ooh, E-ooh, E-ooh. 4-hole draw bend is E to ooh, E to ooh. 6-hole draw bend, E to ew, E to ew. And you could do it tongue blocked as well. That was all puckering what I was doing. Now let's do it tongue blocked. And for tongue blocked, you're not going to think about anything I said about the tip of your tongue with the weird things I was doing, because your harmonica is being blocked with your tongue for that part. So it's actually hitting right above where it comes, like in the middle. Let me see. I don't know if this is actually doing you guys any good for this kind of stuff. It does for later on effects, but so let's pretend like, so this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, see, you can't see my tongue, but it's hitting, if the whole harmonica, that's me tongue blocking the 6-hole. Right there, you'll feel the air. I promise, this is me sober. I am a little tired and getting over sicknesses and stuff. I've been fighting stuff. I work at a children's museum, and that's what happens is they get sick a lot, and then you get to fight off stuff a lot. Sorry if I'm putting on this chapstick, because my lip is split. It's so dry out lately. So, 6-hole draw bend. Can you notice the difference in tone for tongue blocking, just as an example right now? So, puckering, tongue blocked. It sounds fuller. It might take you a while to hear this kind of stuff, but your ear's going to develop. And then there's the 5-hole draw, so it's in between the 4 and the 6. If you know how to do the 4-hole draw bend and the 6-hole draw bend, then the 5-hole's not even really a bend, it's just an inflection. But you can get a cool bluesy effect, as I already kind of went over with what you can do with like warbling. And like getting a little inflection by using the 4 and 5 double stops. Warble. Well, that takes you slightly bending that 5-hole draw already. So if you're already doing that, you're already doing it. Now let's just isolate it to the 5-hole draw, natural. And that's the little inflection you get. And it sounds kind of weird and flat, because it is, or maybe sharp. So that's, you just play with that. Don't go too far. When I was starting out playing harmonica, every time I blew out a harmonica, it was always the 5-hole draw, because I was learning how to bend, and I have a tendency to, like, if it wasn't working, I knew it wasn't working, but still my mouth didn't know that, and I'd still try to go, I don't know, a little 2 balls to the wall or something. So 5-hole draw was always the harmonica reed that would ever break. That's it. So don't try this too hard. It's just a very slight inflection. If you do it too hard, you also can, at least for some harmonicas, depends how they set it up, it can actually go to a different note. Let's see if I can do it with this. So I just went from F to E. Don't try to do that, but just know that you could be doing, I say don't try to do that because I don't want you to break your harmonicas, but And you don't really need to do that because E's the 5-hole blow anyway, so you don't need to put your reed under that much stress, but know that you could be doing the quarter bend wrong. That's not the one you're going for. It's like, ayo, 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 ayo. So I don't know if that really helped you guys that much, but I hope it did. Feel free to ask clarifying questions in the comments below, as I hope that came across okay. I guess if not, also there's a lot of other people that have taught this that's already out there, and there's books on this. I also offer private lessons through Skype if you wanted to set something like that up to go further, ask questions, learn other things from me, different songs, and tailor it just to you. You can go to my website or my Facebook or email me at dreavanallen@gmail.com. And that's all on my this YouTube channel. How to contact me, it's there. But Facebook might be the best way. I've had one person hit me up for that. And yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. That's what I want to do. Now, we're already going pretty long, but the song I want to teach you is in the key of A, so you need a D harmonica if you remember about finding the right key. And there's going to be a lot of rhythm, and it's Old Crow Medicine Show's Cocaine Habit. And I'll just go the very first steps. So the first thing I always do is listen to the song over and over and over. Now I'm not going to sit here and listen to the song with you over and over and over, so maybe if you do want to learn this song, you could start listening to it because you know that I'm going to be showing it to you guys, and I'll give you a leg up. So you listen to it, listen to it, listen to it with your headphones, and then you eventually take one part of the headphone off. So let me I'll play you like a little tiny bit of it.
Well, let's put a little rubber down that I-65 corner. Oh, 1, 2, where that cocaine habit's mighty bad. It's the worst old habit that I ever had. Hey, hey, honey, take a whiff on me. Take a whiff on me. Take a whiff on me. All you around to take a whiff on me. Hey, hey, honey, take a whiff on me.
Okay, so I don't know, I hope that wasn't too loud, it might be, but I really like the song. I think I have a couple videos up of me doing it at least like a year ago, but let me just show you what I do. I'm not going to go into it, I just started trying to go into it in my head, and yeah, it's already 24 minutes or something, so we just listen to it. So what I do is I then listen to it through the headphones, but then I'll take an ear off and I'll start trying to play along to it. And you can tell this is a lot of chords, so you just listen to it. And I also sing this song too, which maybe I'll do that for you guys next time. Okay, hey, honey, take a whiff on me. And you just start playing along with it, and eventually you're going to get it. I learned all of the songs that I've learned, all of the covers, even if there was tab for it. There's some popular songs that I've worked on that there is tab out there, but I won't look at it. I can't. My brain doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. I have to listen to it. This is how you develop your ear. This is how you become a good player. And it's fun. I don't know if this is kind of music's your style. This is not blues. But this is the kind of music that got me starting to play music, and I still love it, and I still cover it, even if it's pretty simple chordal stuff. In that first part, there's just a 4-hole draw bend, so we could definitely go over that, at least that first chorus and the first verse and chorus the next time for sure. There is going to be some 2-hole draw bends, and I think a little bit of a 3-hole draw, like half-step bend in there as well, which is known as those are known as like the 2 hardest holes to bend. So I want to get you guys bending, and also I'll show you guys how to work around that. You can make the song your own. I don't do the solos the way they are. I used to play them very simple, then I played them just like Ketch, who's the harmonica player, and now I play them more advanced than he plays them with my own style, but I still keep the rhythm. I still keep that going because that's a big part of the song, and that's just a train rhythm in a different way. Anyways, I'm telling you too much already. Thank you so much for the new subscribers. I'm really excited to be teaching you guys, and I will talk to y'all soon. Love you. Peace, love, and light to everybody. Play lots of harmonica. Get a D harmonica if you haven't already.